So today we're going to take a quick look at the new 2021 Kia Sorento. I think Sorentos have been more often than not overshadowed by the more handsome Hyundai brother, the Santa Fe. But this new fourth generation, completely refreshed with a new platform and new design, with a lot of tech, may pique a lot of people's interest, or maybe make them more interested in Kias in general. So I'm back at the Kia 360 Center 2 days after it's been released, and I was actually not surprised to find that no one was checking out the car. Right, I went there around like 11:30, 12 o'clock, and usually when new cars get released out here, everybody's out there trying to check it out. But because of the stupid coronavirus, which really is affecting everything, there was nobody there. Maybe one or two people, and if you wanted to check out the car, you have to have a mask on, and you also have to get your temperature checked, and they spray you with alcohol, or they spray your hands with alcohol before you're allowed in. Anyways, I hope everybody stays safe until the stupid corona thing goes away. Hopefully sooner the better, because it really is depressing. I actually heard that they stopped manufacturing certain Kias and Hyundais in Korea because they just can't get certain parts, and certain workers can't go to work. So what are you gonna do? Anyhow, when I got there, the first thing that I noticed, first thing that struck me was the color of the vehicle. They're calling it mineral blue, and I actually think it really fits the new car well. I thought it was weird that they would choose some kind of weird, to me it looked pastelly blue color when they first showed the pictures on the newspaper like 2-3 months ago. But once you look at it in person, it actually really looks good. It fits perfectly well. And one thing that I wish they had changed, right, before I even go into the insides of the car, is that I wish they had changed the logo. And I know I've been complaining about the logo for a really long time, right? And apparently, some of the commenters wrote that they are changing the logo, and it's just not out on this car yet. I actually think that they should have done it starting with the Kia K5, because once you change the logo on the same car, like you have a 2021 model, and then starting from 2022, they have a different logo, even though it's like the exact same thing, it'll immediately make the previous 2021 model look old and dated. So, I mean, I wish they start adding these logos as soon as possible, or once they do release the logo, it'll be a nice clip-on or some kind of easy swap that could be done, so it doesn't look so, I don't know, dated. On the exterior, they had the diesel model out here, by the way. I think that's the only thing that you could buy right now. But it was fully loaded with 20-inch wheels and had all the gizmos. But I think the thing that I really like is the back, right? It has kind of this spoiler, and also the taillights are vertical, right? Most cars, it seems like taillights are horizontal, but somehow this vertical taillight, I think it may be a Kia's thing or something, because their other model, the Kia Mojave, it kind of, the rear taillights, some, I don't know why it resembles some similarity between them, which is good, right? It has some uniformity in their styling. Inside, it just looks like a bunch of standard Kia features. The widescreen display looks excellent. I mean, it looks like the same thing as the Kia K5, and also the K9 actually. K9 started with this color scheme with like this purpley blue widescreen, and it seems like it's trickling down to all the other models. And the gauge clusters also, this is the same exact thing that I've seen on the K5s. I actually driven the K5 with these gauge clusters. When it changes, it actually looks really, really cool. I know the lighting isn't the best on this video because it was so bright outside that it was actually like messing up the contrast or something with my GoPro camera. The gauges actually look super cool once you change the driver modes, right? It goes from like gray to green and all these other colors, and I think it's pretty entertaining to look at. Another cool thing with this new model is that instead of a standard just like three-seater in the back, they have two seats, two captain's chairs, and then another three seats in the back, right? I sat in the back, and it's quite comfortable. It feels like, feels real cool. The another cool thing about the interior is like the LEDs. Um, Obviously cars these days it's just full of leds really changed everything, but this has some like Mercedes feel on the door sills, right? It has some like edge lighting coming out of it. I just only really dislike one thing, which is the two-tone steering wheel, right? I don't know. I'm just very reluctant. I like the previous model better. It had like a wooden steering wheel as an option, but two tones, I think it's for some people. It's just not for me. In terms of options, they really got some cool things going on over here. So they're offering this remote view 360 thing that with your smartphone you could watch. You could basically check out your car's cameras, right? So if you get this option with your smartphone, I guess you could, if you have dash cams or whatnot, you could see real time, if somebody's messing with your car or not. Another thing that they have is the digital key, but everybody's seen that already, so it's not a big deal. Another feature that I haven't seen before on a Kia is this thing where you could, uh, you know, you could broadcast where your car is going, so the car behind you or another Sorento or something could follow you, right? They could track where you are. I guess this is good if you're going on ski trips or whatnot, right? And you want to see. I mean, if you lost the guy you're following, you could see, oh, there he is, right? I'm not sure how useful that would be. Um, and they're offering built-in dash cams now, which is kind of cool. I guess this is all because of Tesla, and everybody's trying to follow Tesla now. But most people in Korea already they install dash cams no matter what, right? Because insurance companies expect you to have it, and if you do have it, they give you a discount. So, and they also have the summons feature, or not a summons feature, but this is like if you want, or if you're parking in really tight spaces, you could pull your car out and park it in, put it back in, which is I think more useful. It's a little bit gimmicky though when I tried this feature on the K5. And the standard affair, it seems like all the high-tech stuff that they offered on their flagship K9 is trickling down and some, right? So they're also offering the blind spot camera through the gauge cluster, and this really does work well, right? I think it's actually I think they should make this standard on all cars to get rid of like blind spot accidents. In terms of powertrain, right now they're offering a 2.2 liter diesel with 200 horsepower approximately, but I think they're adding in the 2.0 turbo engine. That's right now, I think the Santa Fe is offering 240 horses on that with the four-cylinder turbo. I guess it's pretty decent. But I think these are all the revised engines that have the Smart Stream technology, which is supposed to be like lower emission but more power. I don't know how soon they'll update I don't know how soon they'll offer the new engines though, because as I've said before, the whole Corona issue right now. Anyhow, so that was just a really quick look on the new Sorento, and hopefully I'll get to drive this soon. But I think you can't even take delivery of this car until maybe like June or something, because who knows what's going on right now. So anyhow, I hope everybody stays safe. So cheers.